I'm Azizi. I'm a race car engineer, Baja racer, and certified car nut.
Hello, I'm Royce. I'm a designer, entrepreneur, and also a certified car nut.
So 2 years ago, I met Royce here at TEDxTaipei. Royce had just finished giving his speech on how he combines design and entrepreneurship in his ventures. Just after that, I was going on stage giving my speech on accidental entrepreneurship and how I transitioned to an environmentalist during my time at Tesla Motors. In Royce, I saw someone who was as passionate about cars, vehicles, and technology as I was. So I invited Royce to come out to our workshop.
So other than trying to contain my obvious excitement of sitting in a half-finished race car, Azizi and we talk extensively about our common interests, which is cars and disruptive technology. And we also explore the possibilities that what we can achieve together with our complementary skill sets. To cut a long story short, we decided to start a new company called XING Mobility to design, engineer, and build electric race cars in Taiwan.
We have a small team of very hardworking Taiwanese engineers and designers that help us with the car. With only a team of 5, we've completed 2 vehicle prototypes to date. This small team is typically a handicap, but in this way we find it a benefit because we have such tight communication between our team. We also use really advanced engineering, design, simulation, and most importantly, engineering management tools to ensure that we're up to date and on track. With this small team, we manage over 3,500 parts between our 2 vehicle projects and our outside consulting projects. In short, the only way to work for us is highly efficient.
We're based in Taishan, which is about 11 kilometers away from the stage. And we're in a light industrial area, very common in Taiwan, all the tin roof factories, 铁皮屋. And our neighbors actually include a food warehouse, a furniture warehouse, a printing press, right?
Yep, printing press.
And metal fabricators, 铁工厂. So among all these local businesses, you'll find us testing our electric race car drivetrain. We're often asked by people, why Taiwan? Why would you want to start a new energy vehicle startup in a place where there's no real automotive culture, heritage, no real automotive industry? So what's your take on that, Z?
Well, the first thing to understand is that electric vehicles have leveled the playing field. Companies like Mercedes, BMW, and GM have had a 100-year head start on developing gasoline vehicles. It's really hard to catch up and close the gap with that head start. You can see in our vehicle, we have just a small watermelon-sized electric motor, which generates around 400 horsepower. This is typically the same power that a thirsty V8 gasoline engine would make. Going back to the issue on Taiwan, one of the things to understand is that Taiwan has a huge number of small and medium-sized suppliers. These suppliers are extremely flexible and very fast-working, and they allow us to generate and build our cars in a short amount of time. 90% of the parts in our car are sourced within just 300 kilometers of our workshop. In my opinion, Taiwan represents the shortest distance from concept to reality.
A further example on that will be how we design and build our exterior. It went from concept sketches on paper like this to 3D computer-generated renderings, and with the help of 2 very extraordinary test drivers and 3D printers, we're able to see the car's shape and scale. And then to arrive at a final design, and we're able to send the design files to a yacht manufacturer based in Kaohsiung, which is in the southern part of Taiwan, to utilize their huge CNC machines to cut and make the mold of our body panels. The carbon fiber body panels were designed, made, and built in less than 6 months. And here you go. Our first electric race car takes shape.
And there's even more under the skin. The car is composed of 1,700 parts and assemblies. We also designed our own steel and carbon fiber safety chassis, which is our own design, but is lightweight, strong, and very safe. In addition, we designed our own battery pack instead of sourcing that from outside. Our battery pack contains 3,240 lithium-ion cells, and those are assembled into 108 battery modules. Our battery modules are liquid-cooled, high-density battery modules which output a tremendous amount of power while still being very safe. And the heart of our system is our 400-volt electric motor, which can replace a V8 motor in most vehicles. So earlier this year, in the spring of this year, we did some testing of our chassis at Dapeng 1 racetrack.
Yes, I was smiling stupidly all day.
Yeah. It was quite exciting for our whole team to see the car under power for the first time. And we did 5 test sessions over 2 days where we learned a huge amount about the performance of the car, the durability of the components. We found some parts worked really great, and for some parts we needed to go back to the drawing board. We were also able to validate our engineering specifications of our 0 to 100 kilometer time in just 2.8 seconds and our 0 to 400 time of 9.8 seconds. Unfortunately, we couldn't test our top speed since the racetrack here in Taiwan is a little too small. You know, I'm oftentimes asked, even by my mother, why do we spend so much energy just building a race car? What effect or what influence will it have on road car designs? And Royce, I'll let you answer that one.
You know, in 1911, Ray Harroun won the first Indy 500 in his Marmon Wasp. But not many people know that Ray Harroun is also the inventor of the rear view mirror that you see in your car today. Because having the ability to see behind you gave you a tremendous competitive advantage in racing. So just like the rear view mirror, there are other technologies that you see in your cars today, such as ABS braking system, smart transmissions, active suspension. They are all innovated and developed in racing. So racing really drives innovation.
And we continue this of developing the technology through racing. Racing is a competitive environment, and unfortunately, crashes and accidents happen. Safety is of utmost importance to us, so the first thing we're developing are high voltage systems that can detect damage to the vehicle in a crash and will immediately turn off the high voltage system, keeping the driver and the rescue personnel safe. The other thing we're developing are compact, small-size electric power units that will be used for a variety of electric vehicles. This will allow electric vehicles to become smaller, lightweight, and also lower cost. We are also developing modular drop-in EV drivetrains. These will be used typically for small and medium fleets of industrial vehicles and commercial vehicles. You'll see all of these technologies in road cars, garbage trucks, buses, even airport ramp vehicles in the future. But most excitingly, we're going to include all of these technologies in our new vehicle, which we'll be developing very soon. This is our electric supercar, which is really a culmination of a dream that me and Royce have of building the car we've always dreamed about. This car will feature 4 motors and generate over 1 megawatt of power. That's about the same as 164 homes. Many people can build a power system this powerful, but the trick is to shrink it down in size and make it small enough and light enough to fit into an electric vehicle. This is not the first time I've designed a car. As a kid, I would draw cars all the time, and this is actually my second time, or actually my third time, doing complete vehicle design. In the past, when I did the vehicle design, I didn't have all the tools, resources at my disposal that I needed to complete this project. In Royce, I met someone who was as passionate about vehicles as I was, but who also brought a complementary set of skills.
If you see my mom, you can ask her. I've been drawing cars since I was 5. She's back there somewhere. It's always been my dream to design my own car, but it is really beyond my wildest dreams that I will one day be a co-founder and running a bleeding-edge electric race car and sports car company. The X in TEDxTaipei actually has a very special personal feeling. Actually, for both of us. Yes. We named our company XING, the party, because of that reason. The X also means crossing of paths. And this is, I think, the crossing of paths of people with different skill sets but share the same passion and enthusiasm can actually turn a passion into an ambition. So we would like to urge everyone to reach out and make connections. So who knows, maybe the guy next to you or the girl behind you could be the person that you work together with to create something amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.